So, my friends, welcome back to another episode of Building Holy Families, this podcast where we try to bring in resources and different reflections and ideas that have helped a lot of people, that have helped myself in accompanying young people on their journey towards this call to holiness, right? And helping families bring that to the home. And so today, the topic, the theme at hand, which is something that a lot of parents of high schoolers and kids who are growing up deal with all the time, is this: the phone. The phone, this device that is capable of a lot of good and capable of a lot of not good things. And the question today is, should I get a phone for my child? And you can apply this to technology, you can apply this to a computer, to an iPad, to video games, whatever it is, tech, anything that has to deal with a devices. So to answer the question, first off, just a disclaimer before we answer the question. There are so many books, so many articles. You can just Google adolescence and devices, and there's going to be a plethora of articles and videos and podcasts and talks about it. But today I want to offer just 4 ideas that have helped me a lot. And even in conversations with parents, it's helped them, and I've learned from them. I've had conversations all the time with parents about this thing. And I just want to share that with you today. So the first one is, be honest with yourself. You as mom, you as dad, you as formator and accompanier of youth, be honest with yourself. Know what this thing is capable of. It is capable of good, right? It's meant for communication to and communication with. It's meant to take pictures, right? You can take pictures with it. But it's also a lot of things, like the millions of apps, games, and stuff that can be used and done on a phone. This thing is just a whole different world, right? It's a whole world that people get addicted to and get sucked into. Let's be honest with ourselves what this guy is capable of, right? And so before you even answer, should my child need this, try to understand what this thing is and what kids today are capable of doing, and be curious about with this device. Be honest with yourself, right? Know about it, read up about it, ask friends about it, ask me about it. There's so many things that this thing is capable of. Be honest with yourself. Know your weapon, right? Know your weapon. And so the second thing is, does your child have a need right now that this thing or any other device can satisfy, right? When you answer that honestly, sometimes you just come to the conclusion, no, they don't, right? But your kid maybe is older, they're starting to drive, they're starting to hang out with a lot of friends, and you just need a way to know where they are and to reach them when you need them. Yeah, then a phone is maybe needed, but it's not a full-on phone. You have to know, are there restrictions I need to put on here? Are there apps like Life 360 that I need to have? The third principle, if you say, yes, my child does need a device or this device right now, huge question: are you able to accept the responsibility that accompanies this thing? Just as you accept your responsibility as a parent by sending your kid to school, or sending your kid to a youth group, or sending your kid to confirmation class, or sending your kid to a party at someone's house or a play date when they're young, you have to accept the same responsibility, because they are entering into a world that is much bigger and much more dangerous than the neighbor next door. Do you accept the responsibility of walking with them, of talking to them about it, of asking them how it's going, of calling them out, of having talks with them, especially when they do things they're not supposed to do on the phone? Are you able to accept that responsibility? And if not, my friends, do not. Because this has destroyed many lives. And I'm to be honest with you, it has destroyed many lives. Addictions, loss of faith, loss of communication, and just a lot of anxiety. Right? Be honest with yourself. Do they need it? And be responsible. Am I willing to accept the responsibility of this? And the fourth and final thing for us to think about today, and I want to challenge all of you adults, and I challenge myself too, is Am I ready to set the example of how to use this? If my 6 or 7 year olds see me playing Candy Crush all the time, or chatting with my friends, or always checking my phone and texting away like nobody's business, they're gonna be like, oh, that's okay. I'm supposed to do that. Aha. If dad is all day checking news and sports and videos, and when he's home, he's like on his phone talking to whatever, is that helping? Before we tell the kids what to do, we have to set the example. And it applies to the use of devices, it applies to the use of anything material. And it applies to our faith too. And so I want to leave you all with that. Think about that. If you have any questions, let me know. Please, any other themes that come to your heart, you want to ask about, or you want to offer, you want to share, please write me. Because yes, we are all in this together. We are a massive team. You and me, whoever's listening, whoever's watching, we are a team that we're trying to create more and more this culture of true Christianity in our homes. And it's an uphill battle. And I'm not going to stop. And we cannot stop, because once we stop fighting the battle is lost. So let's continue praying for each other, continue working, continue sharing these good ideas. And yes, pray for me. And if you have any comments, as I said, let me know. Reach out to me, and I'll try to really take that to heart. And yeah, let's continue this journey, continue this battle together. God bless you.